Hello everyone, welcome back to ENR on 3 car project tutorial videos. In today's video, we'll be creating 3 different exploded views that we're gonna use to create some drawings to match the ones in your packet. So let's jump right in. I have my assembly open. So at this point, everyone should have a fully defined assembly, right? I can steer and I can the gears control the motion of the the motor controls the motion of the 2 wheels, right, the rear wheels. So you should have your assembly should be at this stage at this point. If it's not, please make sure you go back and get that sorted out by watching the previous videos. So what I want to do here, actually, let's see. I want to create an exploded view for the sensor and battery explode, right? So one of your one of the drawings in your packet is the sensor and battery explode, and I think we're gonna try. Let's create that first. So I'm just gonna go to Configuration Manager, and I'm gonna zoom out a bit, and I'm gonna create right here. I'm just gonna do exploded view. Oh. Chassis assembly. Exploded view. You must select a component, not assembly itself. Well, yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's because I had that selected. If I just click exploded view, that won't give me the error. So let's start. Let's create. What I want to do here is, let's do this. Let's grab. If I go to my sensor, I want to grab my sensor assembly. I want to move that down. All right, let me zoom out a bit. Maybe place that somewhere here. Click OK. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna the feature. It's not only one step. I'm gonna keep adding steps to this. Let's explode. Let's take these 2. I'm gonna hold down the control key so I can move them down. Let's place them. Try to get it close to the view. Get them roughly in the same area. So I have my step 2. Let's go back and do. So I want this, the 2 bottom washers. Let's take these down. Maybe last but not least is these 2. Can move those down. Wait, want somewhere like that. I will also want these 2 shoulder screws. Let's move those up somewhere where you can see them. I also want, let's do the battery assembly. So let's move the whole thing first. So I'm gonna do battery. So let's move both my battery holder and my battery assembly. I want to move those up. And then the next step, I want my battery assembly. Let's drag that in the Z direction. Perfect. So what I want to do here Say I want to add some exploded lines. So I'm going to do exploded line sketch. Pretty straightforward. It's going to be between that bottom circular edge to that circular edge. Okay, same thing here. Zoom in a bit. Oops. Zoom back. My second one. Those are the only two exploded views I need for the sensor assembly, right? The sensor assembly is put together by these, right? We have this assembled, or the sub-assembly, right? And we already have created an exploded line view for that, so we don't need to do that again. And then we're basically putting that sub-assembly together by these two shoulder screws, two washers on each side, and a hex nut to control the height of how far you want that line sensor to be from the ground. One thing I want to do here is maybe I want to save that view, right? If I want my assembly view to be exactly like that, I can go to view, and I can click add new view, and maybe I'll call this sensor and battery explode. Or in this case, I mean, you can collapse. So this is just the sensor and battery view, and I'll rename this exploded view sensor and battery explode. So at any point, if I rotate this somewhere and I can go back to my views, I can click sensor and battery. It takes me to that view. It basically takes a snapshot of where that view was. So we can use that view when we create the drawing. We can collapse that. We can animate my explode. Animate collapse. And we are done with our first exploded view. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Let's create a new exploded view. Let's do the steering explode. So I'm gonna create. Let's do the exploded view. For this one, again, I'm gonna just try and match my the drawing packet. So I want to explode. Let's explode these two together. So let's move that up. Let's move the two screws right above my servo motor. I'll move my piano wire up. I'll also let's move these two small shoulder screws up. And I'll move that here. Right. Now let's do. Let's move my right steering. I want to move my front wheel assembly. Let's move that in the Z direction. Actually, let's do that. Let's move What's that? Oops. Oh, I lost all of that. Let's do that again. Sorry about that. Gonna move that here. I'm gonna do this somewhere faster pace because we already did it. Let's do this. My two little screws, and I'll move this up here. For this one I want all of this. Well, let's see, I want my front assembly, I want on these two cap screws, also on the steering arm. Let's move all of these in the Z direction. The next step is going to be, let's do these two shoulder screws. Might be easier if you can't grab it in the graphic area. You can grab it from the this bill of material on the side. Move this up here. What I also want to do here is, I know that I have these two X nuts in the bottom, so let's move these down. Make sure I can see them. Right, so I want it somewhere here. Here I am only gonna do one side, right? We don't need to do it on both sides. So let's do, what I also like to do is, if I select 3 components and I apply auto space components on drag, it's another option that you can do. It automatically spaces these, but sometimes it does not work. So let's do, for this, I'm going to delete that step. So I don't want to do that. So where am I in right now? So explode step 9, though we did that. Let me, before I do that, because I didn't want to really use that. Select some of these parts. So what if I select these the other way around? Auto spacing, let's see if that, nope, it still takes it, so I'm going to delete that. I'm just gonna, I don't want auto spacing. That's somewhere here. Move these. And let's do this. X now, gonna bring that at the bottom. I'm just trying to get it to a view where I can show most of these. That seems to work. Okay. I'm just gonna save that view. Oh, not section. Add new view. I'm gonna call this steering. Okay. Let's do feature, and I'm gonna throw. Yeah, I'm done with this explorer. I think that's all I need. Let's do some explode line sketch. One here. Excuse me. One there. So another one here. Let's do one. Let's go with that. I want it to be straight, so let's see. Here. Okay, that seemed to work. Like that. Okay. I also have, let's see, these. Okay. Let's do maybe some another line here. Oh, I added. Oh, going straight up. Let's rename this steering explode. If I go to my view orientation, I go to steering, should have this view. Let's go ahead and save. I can do collapse, animate explode. And then, let's see. So let's create the third exploded view. Third one is the rear axle explode. So I'm gonna do an exploded view. So let's move this back a bit. Gonna take this out. Actually, let's do this. So I'm gonna delete that. So I can go back. Oh. I don't know why my SolidWorks is not updating when I delete something. That's okay. The explode view. I want both the wheel and the set screw. Put these out. And then on the next step, I'm just gonna grab the set screw out. Place it here. Let's grab that axle. Place it here. Maybe move this down. Let's move these two up. Let's see, I want to move my whole motor assembly, so let's go to motor bracket assembly. Let's move this whole thing up. All right, this whole thing was a sub-assembly. What else I want to do here is these two. Screws. I'm gonna move them up somewhere here, and the two nuts I'm gonna move down. Let's see, so I wanted kind of this view. I believe it's all I need. So let's do this. Let's gonna click OK. I'm gonna save this view orientation. Name this rear axle. Okay. Let's rename this rear axle explode. Let's add our explode line sketches. So I know there's one going right between. Let's select a circular edge here. It's going all the way to that side. Okay. I want to add two here. Okay. Maybe go the other way from here. Also these two screws. I don't want this going down. I want it right to go up, straight up. Now I'll go around. Click OK. I believe that's all what we need, right? We showed this side. We don't need to show that. I believe that's it. Maybe add an exploded line sketch here. Why is it? Let's try the circular edge versus direction. That. Let me do it. I mean, oops. We're definitely on the same. I only grabbed it out. That's okay, we don't need to add it here. It doesn't let me select this edge because I believe it's a whole wizard feature. So I'm just going to go back to my view orientation. Let's do the steering. And we are all set. So this is, you can collapse that. You can animate explode. You can save the animation. You can go ahead and save. And I'll see you guys in the next video where we're going to create the last few drawings. Thank you for watching.